Are we racist? Are white people racist? I think that's a good question. And somebody pointed out something to me that I think I thought of. I think I thought of it, I said. But interestingly, he pointed out he used mixed race. Mixed race. He's got a mix of different stuff. And Brazilian. He's a Brazilian. Mixed race. Different white, different, and also black. Um, I used to think if we're not racist, and I think white people are more racist than black people. It matters more to them. To some white people, I don't think it matters that much. But we used to have, but I thought, why don't we have mixed races? Brazil, as I've heard Brazil is racist too. In movies, they don't have black people or mixed people. They just have white people in races or in movies. From what I can see, it's true. I don't see black people in movies hardly ever in Brazilian movies. Um, so, yeah, there could be people that like there are people in Portugal that hate Brazilians. I've heard somebody said he loves Brazilians. He's Portuguese. He said he loved Brazilians. Um, it's the same thing with whites and blacks. There are whites that do not hate blacks or treat them differently necessarily. But generally, we're not seeing black and white mixes in the United States or in the world in general, or Native American or whatever. Australia, you don't see. Well, I guess you do see a little bit. Not a lot of mixed races there. But there was an old woman who said back in the 60s, she lived in the 50s and 60s, something like that. Maybe before that. She said she said blacks weren't allowed to bowl. She said some white people were very nasty. She said not all of them necessarily, but some people were very nasty about the rules for black people they had in our history. And what's been my question is, why do we think that just ended? It just ended, okay, now everybody's treated equally, but they won't have black and white children. My, I think people aren't necessarily. I think people can be nice to black people. There is a black people tend to mix with like um, Hispanics and Chicanos, stuff like that. But white people don't mix with other people very much. Maybe some Native Americans in this country. Um, why? If we're not racist?